Morning gang, I'm Tim. Welcome back to my channel. So you've been watching Pearl progress a little bit. So I bought Pearl, thought she was kind of like nice, right? Well, Pearl's had a lot of issues. Well, the electrical stuff, been finding mechanical things wrong, stuff butchered in. And I've got Fred sitting over there. I have Pearl sitting here. I got Pepe's Thunderbird over there. 3 cars. Ain't one of them I can drive. So we've been focusing on Pearl, so at least we can get Pearl out in the road and we can use it and enjoy it. So today we're going to finish up all these little odds and ends that that we need to finish so we can drive full Pearl. Mechanically wise, I've been working on it this week, as you'll see. And I'm going to take you in and show you some of the mechanical stuff I found under the hood. Nothing really major, just like little things that drive you crazy. Stuff that was butchered in. But we're going to take care of all of that. And then after that, we're going to fix this horrendous touch-up paint job that one of the previous owners did. So he took white like Krylon, and at every nook, little like chip went and then progressively boogers, you know, came from that, and it looks awful. So I'll show you what's going on with the mechanical. Then we'll do some shuffling around, get the truck more in the middle of the garage here, and I'll show you the paint. I started playing around doing some wet sanding on this side, but I haven't touched the other side, so I want to show you that. It's kind of comical. But I'll show you the other side. We're going to wet sand it all out, polish it all out, make it mint. So first off, I'm going to take you to the mechanicals end first. We got to take care of that. That's number one. So I'm going to grab you, show you what I did in the engine, and then we're going to try to start it, shuffle around, and we'll start on this paint. All right, let's go. All right, gang, so I got you in the engine compartment here. So I just chopped this doodatter out of here. I don't know, how did it go? This way, that way, this way somehow, I guess. Yeah, like that, there it is. So I cut that off. I'm gonna just pinch this together and then try to seal that off with a little weld. It's steel, took a magnet, so it should weld across there. Then I'll make some JB welding. And I'm going to pull the carburetor off. Got a new gasket, filter, and I'm going to check the all those little, I don't even know what they're called, the little doodads that the gas drains out of, because that critter drains out after it sits for just a few days, and then it's got to crank 792 times before it starts. So first thing's that emissions warm air thingamajiggy bob. I don't know what it does. That's first, then the carburetor, and then we'll get back to the outside to finish it. Like I said before, I've got to get one of these trucks on the road, and I didn't think this old Pearl was gonna like need this much work, but we're getting it. We're close. This weekend it'll be done, as you'll see, because you'll see soon. All right, we'll catch you in a bit. All right, so this will be interesting. See if I can squish this with a pair of lineman's pliers. Oh yeah, like nothing. Holy cow, it's like tin foil. Well, and I'm just going to pack that solid with JB weld. I'm going to read it first to make sure it can take care of the heat, or take the heat. But I think that's all I'm going to do for that. And I see a couple of plug wires and stuff are sitting on the manifold, so I'm going to take care of that. And then we'll pull off of this carburetor. All right, let's go. This is the first time that I've taken the air cleaner off, believe it or not, in the month that I've had old Pearl here. And I take it off and look at the carburetor. It looks like it's brand new. So why the heck is it draining down? Oh, I don't know. What y'all think? Why is this sucker draining down when it sits? I'm gonna check the fuel filter. I think that has like a check valve in there. But oh And then what the heck is this little electric thing in here? I've never seen one of these. What is that? Oh boy, I don't know. I'm gonna check the filter first. Now I don't know if I should pull it. Yeah, I guess I will. All right, I pulled the fuel filter that was in there out, and yeah, like you can see it. Lacking a check valve. This new critter got a little check valve in there. So when I took this off, dry as a bone. So I'm thinking missing check valve equals problem. So we're gonna put it back together. I'm not gonna take the carburetor off just yet. I'm gonna give this a whirl first. So I'll put this back together. And then after that JB weld dries tomorrow, I'll give this a start. And then we'll see if that takes care of it. If that doesn't take care of it, then we'll jump to plan B, pulling the carb off and sealing up all those little doodads underneath. All right, so let's put this back together. Drenchage. Now, should you put sealant on this pipe or not? I know this one doesn't need it. And this has got a flare fitting, so Ric Flair. Oh, Ric Flair! Alright, so I'm just going to put it in like it was. Hopefully that flare action will seal it. We'll find out when we start pumpulating. Okay. So yeah, the guy, so someone that had their hands in here really didn't do things too good. When my wife drove it off the trailer, she's like, I can't even push the gas pedal down. Well, when I just opened this up, it's got two springs. They're crisscrossed. They're on the wrong hole on the carburetor. So that's one thing. And then the kick down, looks like the cable was broken and took some kind of little clampage down here. Oh, you can see it, little clampage. Tried to hook it on, it's broken. So I'm gonna see what I can do in the right place and make it stay there. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna work on that. But I'm happy to see that didn't have a check valve, even though it's a pain, but I'm happy to see that looks like it'll be something super simple. All right. Okay, gang, so just give you a little overview of what I did here under the hood. The JB weld trick, it seems to be pretty hard, so we're gonna try it. Hopefully that works. Everything's, and can you guys, somebody, I gotta look this up, or can someone in the comments, what's this thing do in the carburetor? And that's tied to the, I always thought that was a water temperature sensor. What is that doing here? And then a lot of stuff is no longer in use, but that's neither here nor there. I tightened up these wires. We'll figure all that stuff out. As long as it runs, I don't care about that other stuff. I got the wires off the manifold on that side. I got a couple more tire wraps I'm going to pop on that side just to make sure that the ignition cables don't melt. And then, yeah, we should be done under here. I don't know if you can see in here. I kind of got that kick down cable secured. Hopefully it's going to work. Springs hooked up. The throttle cable hooked up and clipped properly. Disconnected the cruise control because I don't trust those old Cruise-O-Matics. I'm not going to use that anyway. So disconnected all of that. And all right, so let's go start her up. Hopefully that exhaust leak there is gone and that JB weld holds. We'll find out. All right, let's go. Let's see if Pearl will start. Give it a whirl. Hopefully. So I put that new fuel filter in. It filled up with fuel and that little JB weld thing done. So let's see if I don't have to crank it a million times. Let's give it a whirly gig. Ho ho! Love it, love it. So that worked out. So hopefully that was all there is. So we're gonna, I guess, put it all back together and we're gonna shuffle it over, start on this paint because I think mechanically, oh, Pearl's good to go. Love it. See if this power window will work. Goes down. Doesn't really go up though. Man, that sucks. I gotta do something about that. Oh, boogers. Okay. I wish this thing had manual windows. I'm almost considering putting them in. Be better than these super power windows. Golly. Anyhow, let's shuffle it over. We'll get started on this whole paint. All right, cool. See you in a minute. All right, so another thing I just noticed, the heat in AC, the fan blows, turns it off, fan works like it should, but none of the doors work. So I don't know if they're vacuum operated, if they're switches or cables, something else I gotta look into. All right, but first thing I'm gonna do is take off this cowl. I think he had it parked under a pine tree. There's like 200 tons of pine needles underneath there. And then clean that up, and then I'm going to show you the other side, and we're good to work. All right, let's go. All right, we'll take this cowl off, dig all this crap out. I got the first eye socket correct the first time. These things, I don't know why they did it. Half's like standard, half's metric. What were they thinking? Guess they couldn't make up their mind. Half the bolts are missing on this too. Shocker. Shocker. You only need a couple. It's fine. I think I need an extension-roni. Let's lift this cowl panel off and see how cocky it is under here. Maybe. Maybe I gotta lift the hood a little. Oh, that was bad. Big dummy. The last cowl I took apart was on my 74 Nova. That was like 200 years ago. There we go. All because I can't stand crud underneath here. I don't know, can I get it off without taking the hood off? Oh, yeah. I might just have to get the vacuum under there. The best I can. Maybe? Oh, come on. Come on, guys. Get out. A little scratches all up. Clean or scratched? I think that's the best I'm going to do. I'm going to get the old vacuum machine, clean this up because, yeah, it's really gross. So I'm going to clean this up and put it back together, and then I'll take it to the other side. All right. Pull that back together. I took the cowl off. Minor damage, it's fine. Got it all clean. Took that little plastic piece from whoever resprayed it. They just did a half, kind of job. And so I took all the little plastic grating off, cleaned out underneath there, all the white overspray with some black paint, so that didn't stick out there. Just little things like that drive me a little nutty. So anyway, that's all back together, and I want to take you on the other side here and show you this this paint touch-up that was done. So I'm going to bring you right on in here and show you what we got going on. I'm not sure if you can see it. Check this out. Can you see it looking down the side? All the spots. I'm gonna bring you up closer, but look like this one here. Woo! Ain't that pretty? And then they come on, continue on down the side. See all these like boogers? So we're gonna wet sand this whole thing out. See it? That's nice. Continues around the old tailgate-a-roo. So yeah, that's a nice one there. That one looks really good. So we're gonna get this all tightened up, buffed out, and she'll be looking good. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I'm gonna get wet sanding, buffing. We'll come along for the ride together. So let's make it happen. All right, let's go. Happy wet sanding. It's always a fun job. So I'm gonna show you how I was taught how to do it. So I've got 2000 grit paper, sponge, and all these boogers. So I'm just gonna like super gently, and I keep this other one up here, just let it pee. Let it pee down so that sandpaper always stays wet, and just kind of go at it. But it's kind of hard with this body line, so I'm just kind of gonna take my time. I did some of the other side, it came out pretty well. And then once I'm done, I'll hit it the old bufferoo. So it's gonna take me some time, because there's a lot of this stuff here. And I'm just gonna keep at it. I don't know who ever thought this would be a good idea to just randomly take your spray can and go psh, psh, psh. So I'm just gonna keep at this and have a good old time doing it on this beautiful February day where it's like 80 out. Crazy. I'm not complaining. I love it. So I'm from New England, and I think it's like 15 degrees up there in southeastern Connecticut where I'm from. So I like it here. Sunny and 80. Look at that. Like a thing of beauty already. Looking good. Awesome. Get this one up here. Make a big old mess-a-roo. So I'm here having some flashbacks. Back many, many moons ago, I had a 74 Nova. That went to a fella in Massachusetts before we moved, but we had painted it. A buddy of mine at another friend's shop, some of the most talented guys I know, incredible. But had cleared it with this, I want to say it was like this old DAU 75 clear, and a big old bug landed in it, and we had to wet sand and buff the car. So I think it started out with like 400 grit and then progressively went down to like 1500, 2000, 3000, and blocked and buffed the whole car. But that stuff was like iron, and I remember spending days doing exactly what I'm doing to old Pearl here. But that was a long time ago. Hopefully the gentleman that has that car is taking good care of her. It's called the old Novocaine. My first car I had bought when I was 14. First one on the road, at least. We can keep at it. We'll get it. Well, all right, gang, I got it all wet sanded out. So went around the truck. I think I got them all. Hit the bottoms of the doors, the top. The hood's a little bit cocky. Cleaned up some boogers that were on there, but didn't really do much wet sanding up here, a little bit, but we're gonna hit the whole thing with the old buffer machine. Give it a once over. I think I got them all on this side. So I'm gonna take them outside in the like 9,000 degree Sahara heat out there. Again, I shouldn't do it, but because it's sunny and it's gonna cook, but I'll just do a little at a time because I gotta do it now. I don't have a choice. So we're gonna wash it up, bring it back inside, and then we're gonna hit it with the old buffing machine. Hopefully bring this old white paint kind of back to life as best as we can. I think it's gonna look really good because as it was, it looked good from like 20 feet away. Now I think it's gonna look good from like 17 feet, well, maybe like 10 feet. So All right, let's get to it. I'm gonna pull it out and we'll wash her up. All right, let's go, Pearl. So gang, here goes nothing. I'm gonna try hitting it with a compound. It's been a while since I did this. I don't know, 3, 4 years ago? 4 years ago, I think I blocked and buffed the car. I had a better buffer. I got this nice, like, fancy one from the old Harbor Freight. But it does the job, it works. And I think I got all the runs out of it. If I don't, I'll sand them and hit them. But let's give it a whirl, see what it does. I don't know, I'm probably doing it wrong, but that's okay. As long as it comes out okay in the end, I really don't care. So let's put a little spoogey spooge on here. Give it a little rubby rub, see what it looks like. Wow. Holy macaroni and cheese, it looks beautiful. Yeah, what a difference. Let's try a little bit of the hood. I got rocking on it. See if this cleans up the hood. And I'm just using this, it's the ultimate. So it's the ultimate compound. So I figured if it's ultimate, it's gotta be like exactly what we need. So let's see what we can do on this hood. See what we got here. And it smooths it out, but I think the old Alabama sun is taking a little bit of a toll on this. But we'll buff it all out nonetheless. I'm gonna continue on the sides here. Hit this side, I've gotta close the door. The sun's cooking the back there, but we get this, head on over to the other side, and then we'll put a coat of wax on it. Just like regular hand wax. I got some just McGuire's hand wax. We'll put some of that hand wax on there, and hopefully it'll be good. All right, so wish me luck. I'm gonna keep on rocking. Needs a little juice. I don't want to knock this pin straight off. Pinstripe. Well, we did it. We got it all buffed out. The hood, I can't really make it shine too much. Maybe a little, but it'll be okay. But the rest of it came out pretty well. That McGuire's, you know, this stuff, I've been using this McGuire stuff forever, but I just picked that one up because it was the first one I saw and it was right there. So I'm like, that will probably work. So it cut fine. I didn't need to cut it real hard. So I'm actually gonna put a hand coat of the cleaner wax on it, and that'll help me get the rest of this residue off of the paint. And close that door again to do the rest of that, but it seems to really work well for me, at least. That's my method. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but that's what I do. I usually buff it out and then go over with that cleaner wax to get the last of the little boogers of the compound out. But I think it's gonna be good. So let's do a little wax on, wax off with that cleaner wax, and we'll see how she turns out. All right, let's go. So this is, I'm gonna share with you my, like, super high-tech, top secret method. put a bunch on a rag, and then rub it in. So I'll do the hood. It works. I feel like Danielson. It's definitely smooth now. Before it was like, it was coarse as sandpaper. So this will definitely help. What do I need? Like, why is that so bouncy? I know the insulation's missing, but is there like seam sealer that goes between the panels to keep it all stopping from flopping them? But it's gonna be good. So I'll get all this done. I hit the ridge a little bit. I mean, I'm not super upset about it. Burned a little bit of paint off. And when they painted this, they repainted it, it's obvious. Because they didn't do a very good job. But they must have used like a black primer over the original white paint, which, I don't know, to me seems kind of odd. Is it? I don't know. Yeah, let's go. That's it. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be that way. I don't remember. It's a long time. Many, many circles. Right? Is that the right way to do it? Circles? Remember that with a wax. Used to make sure you do circles, overlapping circles. Straight up and down. I don't know. As long as it gets covered, I think it's fine. Hey, there's a little bit of a shine. It'll give it a little layer of protection. Make it look a little fancy. As fancy as pearl can be. Ooh. Ta-da! Looking pretty okay, if I say so myself. Pearl's on the road. I think we got all the bugs worked out of it. The only thing is, we got to figure out the defroster. But other than that, it cleaned up pretty well. All those boogers. Look at. I'm gonna bring you in closer. Look at that. Let's do a little walk around real quick. You know, not so bad. You know, all those big hangers that were out there, they're all gone. Even looking down the side. She like shines a little bit. Look at that. Not too shabby. Check out the inside. So I got everything back together. Everything works. Well, except for the defroster. We'll figure that out. I put this little fancy carpet thing back here. But look at that, it's beautiful. Hey, I just wanted to thank everyone for tuning in on my adventures here with Pearl. I was getting a little like, for a few things, but in the end, all is good. Pearl definitely needed a lot more work than I had anticipated. I thought it was going to be a turnkey and go, but there was all kinds of gremlins, as you've seen with old Mr. Pearl here, Miss Pearl, whatever. But we're good to go now. So I think we're good to go. I'm going to actually take it, you know, to work maybe once a week or so. Take it to the little commute to work. Make sure we get all the bugs out of it. Because I'm planning to take this to Power Tour. So I don't know if any of y'all are going to go hit the old Hot Rod Power Tour this year, but we'll be there. I've got all signed up with Pearl and super looking forward to it. Something I've always wanted to do, never done it. Friends do it, tell me about it, so I'm really psyched. Just wanted to thank everyone for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really, really appreciate it. So that's it for Pearl. We're going to jump on Fred. Fred's next. Fred's been neglected too long. So we'll see you soon. Y'all take care. Thanks again. Bye.